Say it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. All right. So,
hey, hold on one second. Let me ask you this. Okay, I know you wanted to record me doing the sales thing, right? But let me ask this: Can we do? Because I want to see if you can do a separate recording for me on what we got going on in the back office.
What you mean?
You know, like the ads that you're running, like the way you're doing the ads now.
Yeah.
I want to see how that's working on your end, like, because I know you said you couldn't access my ads manager, right?
Yeah, I was having some issues. So yeah, we're gonna work through that first. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How many did you get in the last? Can you just repeat that?
Hold on, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bookings, through that new, question thing where it goes straight to the form or whatever and straight to my calendar link without texting me. Yeah. I got 11.
Right. And that's in how many days?
3. Well, 4. Since we started it, I count Thursday. I think it, not counting Thanksgiving. I would say I started getting, what was the earliest one I got was on, hold on. Earliest one I got was on Wednesday. So it's from Wednesday.
And you got an 11.
Mm-hmm.
And those aren't leads. Those are fully qualified booked appointments, right?
Those are booked appointments. They came straight to the calendar link, and that's how
you
I
didn't have to call nobody.
Nothing.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do an overview and explain this, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So essentially, what we have here is there's 2 levels, right? Can you see my drawing board?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. So right here, we have. Let's see. I can just draw a funnel sideways. And so all the people who come into here, how does it do that every time I start drawing something? They come in through here, and we're using Facebook to drum up this part of the funnel. Now this is a funnel turned sideways. Okay, so imagine this is like a funnel, right? And so this is where, the leads are kind of coming through, right? And then try to book appointments. And then, you do a call and then they become a client, right? Right. So if you turn it sideways, that's what comes out the bottom, which is the premium, right? And so here, the first ad that we had was generating just leads, right? So we got that proven, but what we had to do on the bottom end, what you didn't know, was that pixel was generating a bunch of information, right? Which was everybody that clicked on that form and filled it out. We captured their information, not only for you as a lead form, but we captured it inside of Facebook so it's like all the people that were interested in insurance, right? All the people that you've closed since you've been in this program. How long you been in this program?
August 17th.
So since, let's see, stop sharing. So since you've been in this program since August 17th, how much premium have you written?
Premium altogether?
Yeah.
I'll tell you here in a short, hold on. August 17th, right there to there. $21,928.
Right. And you think about how much, dialing you had to do, right? As far as like dial and making it, you know what I'm saying? Think about that.
Yes, I do. Yeah, big time.
Okay, right. So, but now at this point, we at a different level where now we got to optimize this other thing, right?
Okay.
Now we know something works. We got proof that works. So now we're going up to another level, right? Which is appointments. Like we're going to go from you having a call. So we went from you dialing to then you getting qualified leads to now we're just getting qualified appointments, and then those things going away. And we just got to optimize it. And that's where we're going to go, which is what my next point was, right? So now, so you were qualifying the leads yourself to be appointments, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now where we're at is we're starting here as opposed to starting here, right? Because usually you're the one calling these people. Now we're skipping that and we're having Facebook find people because we have this data down here, right? And we're saying Facebook find a lookalike audience of these people down here, and we're gonna try to just get appointments from them. Okay. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
So that's what we're doing. And then and so now your job starts right here, right? You're just calling them for the appointment, which is prospector nirvana, which is what I said in the program, right? It's like, what is that? Where you have qualified prospects coming to you in your business.
Well, now hold on. Okay, so that part that you just described, the call part. So I'm still getting both, right?
Yes, correct. Because I want you to have some lead flow kind of dripping in, because remember, this VSL funnel, you don't get any of the leads, right?
Exactly. I just get a booking.
Right, but it's a psychological thing as well. If you just go from having leads to not getting any,
I noticed the drop. Yeah.
So I kept 20% just to give you a couple leads coming in while this starts going, and then once this heated up, then we just gonna shift it all to there.
Oh, okay. So that's the call. That's the part where you say I'm still making the calls, the book right there.
Right, because it's only a couple, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm only getting very
three.
Few. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, like 3.
So 2 or 3 in a day. Yeah.
Right, but you're getting more bookings than before, right? Right. So, but that's what we're optimizing for. So you see what my madness is. It was 100%. Then we took that 100%, and I did 80 and then 20, and now we flipped it, and now the 80 is into the booking appointments, 20% is into the leads. Okay. So now with you saying that, does my ad, like I'm still doing the $80 a day? It's 100.
It's 100 now. Yes. Okay.
Right, because we did 80-20. Remember I was like, we needed to just put $20 on the leads, and we just used what we had. So let me just break this down. So the steps is this. We're using the same ad, but instead of having them fill out a form on Facebook, we're using the same ad, where we're sending them to a landing page where there's a video for them to book an appointment.
Right on the calendar link.
Right.
So now the ones that I've seen, those 11 that have come through, are they looking at a video right now?
They watch a video that gives them more information on why they need to book. It's the same process that you went to become a client for me.
Okay.
So now that's what they're doing. They're doing the exact same thing. And remember, you added those questions at the end of your thing, right? Remember when you answer questions in my thing, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you can add those questions that you had in the lead form. Mm-hmm. You can put those into the calendar, in the Calendly questions.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So because it looks like can I share my screen with you real quick again? I want to show you something.
2 seconds real quick. So this is just the add to the landing page to the booking. And so what this does is this maximizes your time even more. Eventually, it's still 1031, right? There's still going to be these things, but you're not going to be dialing anymore for the most part. You're just going to be doing some follow-up. And then from there, I'll show you how to follow up with people with like an email, right? We can have that set up.
Is that the drip you're talking about?
Yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I need to know that.
So, and then, and so then the ads go to the landing page and the calendar. So let me just show you this real quick so you can understand, so you can see what it looks like, because I don't know if you can.
Okay.
But, so the first thing they do is, can you see my screen?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, I see you. I don't see you. I see you.
Okay, hang on a second. So here is something that is important. So you got one reminder, right? So if you pay for the premium version of this, you can automate all of this to make sure that you ensure your follow-ups, right? So let's see.
Yeah, I got premium on here for sure.
Okay, cool. So you can set this up. So what you need to do is you need to have an email going out 24 hours. You need to have, hold on, write this down real quick. Just write this down real quick. 24 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, and 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. And then your text message needs to be going out at 1 hour and at 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay, as far as setting, that's right here, right? Email and then text. So I can personalize that on this level right here?
Yeah, so click personalize.
Okay.
And then it's already there. It just reminds them. So what you do is go in here, 24 hours, and what you do is add another. So hold on. Click where it says, so you see what it says 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Change that to 2. Just make that a number 2. Then change that to hours, right? And then we want to add a reminder. Change that one to 1 hour. And then you want to add, okay, I guess you can't add one more. So what I would do is I would change that first one from do 12 hours. Do 1 hour. And then do 30 minutes. And then you want to do the text message, right? Go down to the text message and then personalize that one. And then you want to send that one out at 1 hour and then 10 minutes. All right. So ain't no way they don't know this call coming up, right?
Exactly.
So click on that, save that real quick. So that's all your automated follow-up right there, man.
Okay, so
all right, so can you see my screen?
Hold on, let me stop my share.
Yeah,
I see you.
Okay, cool. So what's happening here is, so inside of this landing page, the leads that have come in, it's a different type of lead. You get a name and an email address now, and then you're getting appointments. So we're going from getting all this information for you to call, right, for you to book this, to now we're getting less information on the front end, we're getting more information on the back end, right? They were giving us more information up front. Now we're getting less information on the front end just so they can opt in, and then they book the call. And then when they book the call, we know they're serious. Then they put in more information. And as they put that information and book a call, like they're basically applying to have a call with you, right? Which is where we want to be.
Okay.
And so in here, which you'll get access to these things. This is also building all of these leads, and then I'll show you down the road how to make a drip campaign for this stuff right here. But that's not really important right now. We want to just focus on one thing at a time, right? So we got a bunch of contacts in here from this burial insurance opt-in, right? So this is for every person that clicks. And when they put their name and information, there's a little envelope that all of the contacts go in. Okay. This is the next level stuff. And all we do is we just go and find that little envelope. And so all of these things are getting saved.
Oh, okay. So that list I'm looking at here, those are my lists, because I see some of the names I recognize, some I don't. So those are some people that clicked one part but didn't finish everything. Because I see Christine Grant.
Right. So what's going to happen is after we don't, because we don't want to start going to this until we get this thing optimized. Then once that's optimized, then we go, okay, what do we do with the list? And then that's where we introduce the CRM, right?
Okay.
And that's probably, a week or two down the road, but you get where I'm going, right?
Oh yeah.
Because really what I'm doing is I'm just giving you everything that I do. That's all I'm doing. I'm just slowly walking it down.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll go back and we'll get this list, because it'll be 100 people at a point, and then we do two things. We take the list of these people, we feed that list back into Facebook and find 1.2 million people to those, and we run ads to those. So then our lead costs, and we get more appointments that way. But also we follow up with these people in the CRM and drip on them for 3 to 5 messages over the next 5 to 7 days, right? So you see how we got two things working, and we'll get to that, right? But I don't like to get too far ahead because we want to just kind of optimize on this because we know that this works. So then, so that's what that is. Now, what was your question? I'm sorry.
No, okay. So the page that I'm looking at where it says "thank you" with my picture on it, is that the last thing they see?
Yeah.
Okay, so they gone through the video, they put their name and email address, click submit or whatever. Then it takes them to my calendar where they answer all those questions.
Yes.
And then when they hit whatever, confirm or send or whatever, then that pops up saying, "Thank you. I look forward to speaking with you." Great.
Exactly. And so now your face is on there, so they know who they're going to be speaking with, and they put a face with a name that they are crystal clear on who they're talking to, which is the same thing that's on mine, right? You remember when you filled out mine, my photo's right there. Thanks. I look forward to speaking with you. And I'll add some more copy and stuff to that. But at the beginning, it's just simple, right? The photo on there, puts a face with it. They know they're going to be talking to a person that's in their mind that you're going to be calling them, right?
Exactly. But now, my deal is now, obviously, I'm at a newer learning curve right now, so I'm probably going to go through that little, that little dip and then come back out on the top again, as you just described to me, because now I'm like, okay, well, if I got these calls that are coming in that are already booked, how the hell can I get them to answer the phone? That's my next step. Because, like I said, out of the 11, I got 5 or 6 that didn't answer already. I'm like, and so I call them now, and that's when do I call them and don't leave a message? I do call them and leave a message. So that's where I'm kind of stuck. If you can have some input on that.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to look, press forward towards the mark, right? Not behind you, right? Long term, you're trying to build a sustainable business, right? They may not be ready right now, but guess what? You know that they're interested, and it may just take them some time, right? So now you only calling people that booked appointments with you. You're not wasting your time with tire kickers. It just takes some time. People get nervous. They get scared. You know how I felt when you bought with me.
Oh yeah.
You really wanted this, but when you put that card in and you hung up the phone, for a little bit, exactly. So you got to think about that. Yeah. You got to think about that. So when you're thinking long term, this works. It ain't going nowhere. This isn't any magic, right? So you always gonna have people to talk to from here on out, Greg. Don't worry about it.
Right. That's what I gotta get. I still battle with that because, like, I'm thinking, man, this week has been slow. The last couple of weeks have been much slower than normal. But when I think the mark, I say, man, please, I ain't worried about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes you just got to talk it out where it's going to be like that. We got football, we got coronavirus, we got president election, we got Thanksgiving, we got Black Friday.
Got Christmas coming. They need this. They're already on a budget. They already worried about where they're going to get Christmas presents from.
Yeah, it is a process. But if you want to you literally have a passive life insurance business. You have the best option right now. Well, this isn't your primary thing, right? Which is amazing because some people want to be writing what you writing. What they doing is full time, right?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if you really just think about this, you got a system for life insurance. Contrary, what you started in the heart of the coronavirus.
Yep.
But now your business is recession proof.
Yep.
It's pandemic proof. And it's pretty much going to get effortless because you're only going to get better. The process is going to get better. The leads are going to get better. The appointments are going to get better as this goes down time. So now we think about, people booking appointments with you for life insurance. If I would have told you that before you ever met me and talked to me, you would have thought I was crazy, right? You would have thought I was a scam artist, right?
Oh yeah, no questions asked.
So just think about that.
Yep.
How many other people got that system?
That's true. No one.
So
not that I work with. So yeah, it is a little bit different, but it's still at that, just the fact that I'm so used to talking on the phone to people. And that's what was so hard for me about doing dials, is because I had to go from one mindset to completely doing something completely different after being on the phone all day. And man, I was just not mentally prepared to go in that kind of warfare after leaving, you know. It just, I mean, it was destroying my mental. And that's what I'm saying. I had to come up with something, even though, like I said, a lot of people in my business don't do it. But I would have failed if I had went with the grain that everybody else was doing. I had to create.
Can you say that again? I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I would have failed if I would have stayed with the grain that everyone else was doing. There's no question. I would have dropped out. I would have quit. You know, I would have been those 1 or 2 deals a month. You know, making my calls on the weekends for 1 or 2 appointments, because I just know me. So I knew I had to do something different in order to capitalize on this insurance industry, because it's a beast financially. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that I just had to come up with a new mousetrap. And thank God for y'all.
Yeah, well, thank God that you made the decision, because the opportunity is still there, right? It was there for everybody, but you the one that's got to pull the trigger on that. So imagine you didn't, you know, say yes and finally pull the trigger. You know, how long did it take you before you actually, you know, kind of hopped on the call or said yes? How long had you been kind of looking at stuff and kind of following? Yeah.
Well, you know, and what's so funny about all of that is about 2 weeks before I talked to Earl, who made that initial call, I had just been taken by another company. They were charging me $1,000 a month to run my Facebook ad, you know, do all of that, and then I had to pay some Facebook advertising, and it just, I literally got my money back on the $1,000 a month. I went about 2 or 3 weeks. Said, look, dude, you know, because he gave me an out. He gave me that out, but I just knew then that I was in for they didn't teach you anything. It would just let us do your page, and we're gonna do everything, and then we're gonna run the ads, and it was a nightmare. So I had been seeing your campaign probably for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then, you know, something just hit and say, look, man, just see what it's about. And then when I heard Earl talk and saw that shirt, I said, well, he's with my company, so maybe, I didn't know he was going to be the one calling me. I thought I was going to be talking to you. And then when he talked to me, to be honest with you, the only reason, when he gave me the price, I was like, oh. You know, I was like, oh, man. And then he said, sticker shock? I said, yeah. I said, not so much the sticker shock, but it's just, I've just been kind of taken in my head. And now this was 4 times that up front, you know? And then when he offered me to split it up in 3 months, I said, let's do it. Then what he said was, if you do it paid up front, there's a 30-day out. If you do it in 3 months, there's no refund. I said, sign me up. Because I knew if I had 90 days with no out, that I would make it work. And so that's what saved me. Because if I had to come off of 4,800, I probably wouldn't have done it. You know, hopefully it's okay for me to say that out loud, but I wouldn't have done it. You know, because I just knew what I had just went through. And to me, I probably would have done it eventually, but you never know. But as soon as he said you can split up in 3 payments, but there is no refund, I said that's what I want.
That's going to attract people that want what you have, and you're doing it part-time in your story, and starting doing COVID-19, and people did, and that's going to attract agents to want what you have. And then you can coach them and train them in this process. So that's why I'm saying you got to think bigger. This is just the beginning.
I'm on it. That's music to my ears, man.
All right, man. Well, I know we talk long. I appreciate you hopping on, bro.
No, anytime, man. Yes, I much needed this. I've been looking forward to this call.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing some things for sure.
Exactly, for sure.
Long money. But yeah, man, thank you so much, man. You take care, all right?
We'll talk soon. You too.
Make sure you keep track of them 11, all right?
Oh, I got you. I'm gonna make that new spreadsheet right now. And that's where everything that comes in after this call will be on that other side, so we can talk definite numbers on those.
Okay, and give me about an hour or two. Everybody mad at me downstairs. Probably
take your time, dude. I got to
do lunch, but I'm gonna send you a Zoom, a Google Drive link of the first half of this call. Okay.
Perfect. That'll work. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, brother. Yes, sir. Later.